Now, back to more of Behind the Scenes at the Hanover Theater. And your host, Lisa Condon.
Good morning once again as we continue our conversation, this time with Amy Peterson. She is the marketing director at the DCU Center, and I just love her, and she's here today with a big smile on her face to tell us all about what's going on at the DCU Center.
Good morning.
Hello.
And I'm actually a morning person, so I like to do morning radio.
Me too. Somebody once asked me, why are you so cheerful that early in the morning? Well, you know, it's a choice, people.
Yeah.
It's
See
a choice.
me at 7 o'clock at night. It's a different story.
Uh-oh. So the DCU Center has a lot of really exciting things that are happening. Obviously, you're part of the Woo Card program. You're hosting the next Woophoria. You had a really great ribbon cutting there.
We did.
Tell us what that was like behind the scenes, because remember, this is behind the scenes.
It is behind the scenes, yes. So it was a little crazy, but a lot of fun.
How long did that construction take from beginning to end?
So it was a multi-phase process. So we actually started this campaign back in 2009, believe it or not. So $8.5 million was invested over the summer of 2009. And then the project continued while we remained open. And then we had to come off of the booking calendar this past summer. So we actually closed the arena on May 1st and remained closed for 5 months, reopened on October 1st. $23 million was invested this summer. So the cumulative total came to $31.5 million.
Ironic. That seems like a very similar figure to the Hanover Theater's revitalization renovation budget.
Well, how do you like that?
I knew we had lots in common.
And we just so happen to be 31 years old.
So this is
it's
symbolic.
a momentous number.
Yes, that's amazing.
Yes.
So I know what it was like watching the Hanover Theater being built, you know, from November to March, which was a lot more progress than we could possibly imagine. And I was giggling to myself on the day of the ribbon cutting as I was driving by the DCU Center, knowing what was coming in just a few short hours.
Yeah. It was a lot of fun to watch the building transform. The building has so much history here in Worcester. You know, it opened on September 2nd, 1982, with that infamous performance by Frank Sinatra that so many people remember, and was a part of that history. So it was so much fun watching it transform over the last couple of years, and the biggest part of the transformation this summer. So come October 3rd for ribbon cutting, my heart was pounding.
Oh, yeah.
My blood was pumping. We all had so much adrenaline, and we had been running on adrenaline for the last month because it was all hands on deck to get everything done.
What amazes me is it's the little things. You know what I mean? It's the little things that everybody is going to notice and remember. And when I was driving by, I would say it might have been within 2 hours of your ribbon cutting. Let me tell you, the brickwork or the concrete in front of the DCU Center.
We didn't have a sidewalk, and then we had a sidewalk. And the beauty, and the Telegram and Gazette's new building, their new offices, they can look down on the DCU Center now, and they have that nice viewpoint from high up above. And so they were getting shots of the progress. It was almost like a YouTube video where you see it, coming to life.
How fun. How fun.
So, yeah, it really does. And with any construction project, it comes down to the very last minute.
Absolutely. So for people who haven't seen the new renovations, what did you guys do?
Oh, boy. So these renovations were mainly focused on fan amenities. So it was a lot of fun for people to come back in and see. And
just so that everybody knows what you mean, what are fan amenities?
So the fan amenities is the experience that the fan has from the moment that they pull up to the building to the time they leave. So it is a concession stand, it's a restroom, it's a club area, it's our brand new suites, it's the box office, it's our staff, it's the whole user experience versus backstage area or where we would be maybe working on green rooms and dressing rooms or the artist experience, which we've kept up on renovations over the years backstage, and we're very very well known in the industry as having a fun backstage, and I won't share too much of those behind the scenes experiences. I'm not always backstage. I'm behind the scenes, but I'm not backstage. I just hear the stories.
I bet you do. And that's a big enough, you have a big enough space that a lot can go on.
We do. But you know, what's new in the industry is a lot of VIP experiences that artists are selling, that the promoters are selling. So a lot of that is happening in all of these unique new spaces that we have, both backstage and up on the concourse.
Yep.
In club rooms.
Well, let's take it from the beginning.
Sure.
Because you have a lot of really cool things going on there that I just loved when I went to your event. But starting with, I don't want to call it the wrong name, but your box office lobby. What is that area called?
Formerly, the box office lobby is now called the Harvard Pilgrim Healthcare Pavilion. We were very fortunate to enter into this great relationship with a wonderful business here locally. They're right downtown Worcester. So they've named our new pavilion, which has transformed from simply a lobby which wasn't conditioned before. It didn't have heating or air conditioning, and it was where our box out. You could buy tickets, but then you would just kind of wait until the doors open to go in for the event. It's now conditioned space. It's programmed space. It's become part of the concourse, so it's actually expanded the footprint once you come into the building, giving the fan more elbow room.
Right.
And we can now program activity in their fan fests, more merchandise. A new concession stand is right in that area, so it really does provide a lot more for the fan.
Well, so you keep mentioning a concession stand, but I keep thinking of that beautiful kind of clubhouse feel bar area that has the big spectator window so you can look right down on the arena. What is that space called?
Yes, currently it's a club, so it is a new bar / lounge area.
Yep.
We have our zone and end zone bar on the other side of the building, which is fun, and it's great for Sharks events. We can lift the curtain up, and fans and spectators can stand there and watch. It's on the side that the Sharks attack, and people have a lot of fun. But for a concert, typically that curtain comes down, so you're not able to stand on the concourse in the bar and watch the event. This is new on the opposite side, the front of the building, where we've built out this new bar with a window so you can stand in the club or in the lounge and watch whichever event is happening in the seating bowl. Be it a concert or a family event, an ice event. We've got, big TVs. So if there's we just had fish this past weekend rather, and the Red Sox were playing. So, you could come and enjoy your show, but then you can also watch the playoff game. So
now that is the best of both worlds. And I bet all the men who are going off to the theater, say, for the last show of Jersey Boys on Super Bowl Sunday would appreciate that option.
Yeah. Not having to check it on their mobile device, right?
Yeah. So for this Wooforia, which areas are we going to be able to go to?
You'll actually be accessing all of the new construction.
Ooh.
So they'll be coming into our main entrance, which is the Harvard Pilgrim Healthcare Pavilion. There'll be some activities programmed in there. There'll be some vendors set up in there and some other activities. And then you'll continue down the new Foster Street concourse, completely new concourse for anybody who lives or works downtown Worcester or visits regularly. You may have noticed over the last year and a half that there was this big sidewalk which had been expanded on Foster Street, and it was all in anticipation of this renovation. We've bumped out the concourse by about 15 or 20 feet.
Wow.
So it's a brand new concourse, and that's where that new club area exists.
And that gorgeous mural.
Yes.
Want to talk about that a little bit?
Our signature wall. It's beautiful, and I really hope that people do have a chance to come down to Wooforia and check it out. It is an artist rendition of Worcester and the spirit of the arena and the spirit of downtown Worcester, and really embodies who our fan is.
Oh, that's great. And so there are some really key words there, right?
There are. We did a focus group to come up with some
did.
words, such as wicked awesome, surprising, thrilling, family, words that people use when they come to an event at the DCU Center, when they leave and their kids are in awe because they just, had the best experience of their life with a clown or with, with a elephant, what have you.
Well, I can't wait for the wicked awesome Wooforia at the DCU Center on November 20th. I know we have to go to a quick break, so everybody stay tuned, and we'll be right back and continue the conversation with Amy Peterson, Director of Marketing with the DCU Center.
Now, back to more of Behind the Scenes at the Hanover Theater. And your host, Lisa Condon.
Welcome back once again. This is Lisa, and I'm talking with Amy Peterson from the DCU Center. So, Amy, we've got this big Wooforia coming up. Tell us just a little bit more and how people can use their Woo cards at the DCU Center.
Sure. We're so excited to be hosting Wooforia.
It's going to be awesome.
The DCU Center is a Woo card venue. We sell Woo cards. We accept Woo cards. We swipe. We're a big fan of the program and had been waiting for our opportunity to be able to host an event like this. And it worked out that this was the perfect timing for us, naturally coming out of our renovations and having this brand new renovated space to be able to give the Woo Card program a big space that they needed to have a big event right before the holidays. So I think they're actually calling this Give the Gift of Woo because it's the holidays and people are going to be looking for gifts and stocking stuffers. We'll be selling tickets to various different events at the Wooforia.
Oh, that's great.
With your Woo card, you can get that discount. Without it, you're paying full price.
That's right. And you're not a membership organization like we are.
Correct.
So this is your membership.
Yes, absolutely. So, show us that Woo card, swipe that Woo card, and get discounts to events like the Harlem Globetrotters, Monster Jam, Arena Cross. There are so many great events for families.
It's crazy the variety that you offer. It really is. From like monster trucks.
Yes.
To mad concerts.
Yeah. And that's part of the fun of my
Absolutely.
job is that in one weekend we can go from hockey to ice, from hockey to dirt for Monster Jam, and then turn it all around and do a concert.
Wow.
Right after that. So it's a lot of fun to see the building come to life and transform in that way.
And you've been with the DCU Center for a little while now, too.
I have. I've been there for over 5 years.
Congratulations.
So I've kind of run the gamut of different types of events. People always ask me what's my favorite, and much like Charlie said earlier, they're all my children. They're all my favorites. But, I really couldn't tell you what my favorite is because every event comes with its own character and its own cast of characters that come along with it.
Ooh,
so
isn't that the truth?
Yeah. Yes. As you well know. Yeah.
I know, but this is a great city to be working in and
Yes.
to be making friends in and to play in and to stay in and to learn in. So we're in the right place at the right time. And don't you just love downtown here now?
I really tell people, and I've worked downtown for a long time because I worked for another organization downtown before I started with the DCU Center. So it has changed.
It has changed dramatically.
It has transformed with
Yes.
the new Worcester Common Oval public ice skating rink, which opens up in just over a month, with all of the great venues like the Hanover Theater, the DCU Center, Mechanics Hall, the new City Square development.
I personally love driving in downtown Worcester, which how many people say that about the city they work in?
The new Mercantile
Yeah.
Street opening. It has completely opened up a new avenue.
And I think a lot more people are going to continue to walk around downtown, which is only going to improve everything for all of us. So
Absolutely.
woohoo.
Yeah, absolutely. Woohoo is right. So if you haven't been downtown in a while, please do yourself a favor.
Absolutely.
Especially coming to this time of year, there's going to be beautiful lights up come the holiday season.
Right.
The skating rink will be open.
I know,
There's
Festival of
restaurants,
Lights, right?
Festival of Lights on December 6th. You really have no reason not to come down.
None. And so if people want to find out more information about the DCU Center,
Yes.
where should they go?
They can check us out online at dcucenter.com. We're on Facebook. We're on Twitter. We have a mobile app. You can download us on your iPhone
we're
or
a little
on your
jealous.
Droid.
Okay.
So there's a number of ways to communicate with us, and please do reach out, and we'd love to hear from you.
Okay, well, we're looking forward to wooing with you on November 20th. That's the DCU Center from 5:30 to 7:30. Everybody, stay tuned for more, and we'll see you at the theater. Have a great day, Amy. Thank you. Thank you once again for listening to us this morning on Behind the Scenes at the Hanover Theater. Such a pleasure speaking with both Charlie and Amy. They're fabulous. Remember, get that Woo card ready at the Wooforia. We'll see you there. And boy, November just continues to crank out here at the theater. We've got 2 of our National Broadway tours this month. Of course, we have our last 2 performances today. So if you do not have plans, this is a fabulous opportunity to see the winner of the 2010 Tony Award for Best Musical with Memphis the Musical. 2 remaining performances today, 1 p.m. and 6:30. And you can use, of course, your Woo card for an added discount, but it is fabulous. We'll hear a little clip from that show as we close today's program. Also, for the holidays, to kick off the weekend before Black Friday, we have Cirque Dreams Holidays. That's going to be one of this season's family holiday spectaculars. And the Washington Post, they called this show dazzling when it was at the Kennedy Center for the Performing Arts. Fabulous show. And then, of course, for the more academic people, including myself, of course, we have Rudy Giuliani coming. He's obviously the former mayor of New York City and a prominent national leader. November 6th, he's going to be talking about his One City, One Standard. Very excited to also have a special talk back portion of that show. Really, really excited to talk about that. If you'd rather just laugh the night away, we've got Lewis Black, The Rant is Due, presented by Live Nation. That's November 14th at 8 p.m. Really fun. And of course, one of our favorite traditions, we've got the Nutcracker, generously sponsored by Commerce Bank. We also have Price Chopper as a presenting sponsor there. Of course, you can use your Woo card again for a discount, and that's going to be November 29th through December 1st. Can't even believe we're already talking about the holidays, but it is November. So get your holiday hats on for that. If you have small theater lovers that you want to entertain, don't forget that we have Disney's Junior Live on Tour, The Pirate and Princess Adventure. That's November 15th. Friday at 1 p.m., 4 p.m., and 7 p.m. That's going to be a really great show. We've had lots of requests for that, but there are still some good seats available. Of course, we've also got our annual Warren Miller film with Warren Miller's Ticket to Ride. That's November 8th. And, we are just having a good old time. There is literally something for everyone at the Hanover Theater. Check us out online, thehanovertheater.org. Follow us on Facebook. Check out our tweets. Sign up for the online newsletter so you know what shows are coming, what specials we're doing, and we will see you all at the theater. I hope you have a great day.
If you want to stay, you better convince everybody else to.
Let me handle this, brother. Hey! When I was a young boy, my daddy sat me down. He said, son, don't you never go to the dark side of town.
This ain't helping.
I'm talking downtown Memphis. Now, see, that's where the black folk play. And I said, yes, sir, Daddy. And then I snuck down anyway. She never was taught to read none. Oh, no, never taught to write. The only thing my daddy taught was a white should stay with white. But I heard it through the alleys, it floated on the breeze, and burst out through the doorways, and it knocked me to my knees, and broke down all my senses. It made me feel so. See, I was lost until I found the music of my soul. The music of my soul. Now then one day my daddy died, and we laid him in his grave. And my mama, she cried and cried and cried and prayed that he'd be saved. but all I felt was pity. Now, for he never understood. Well, how could people be so bad that made me feel so good? It whipped right through my body, it grabbed me by my heart.
Shut up from my fingertips and tore me right apart.
Then broke down on my senses. It made me feel so old, and I will love it till the day I die. The music of my soul. Then broke down on my senses. It made me feel so old. See, I was lost until I found. I was dead until I heard. I'll make this world come around to the music of my soul. The music of my soul.
Thanks for listening to Behind the Scenes at the Hanover Theater with your host, Lisa Condit. Make sure to join us again next Sunday morning here on AM 830 WCRN.